Hey guys, good morning. Today I'm going to be showing you my personal morning routine. So these are the steps, the products that I use each morning on kind of a normal day when I don't have much going on, dropping kids off at school, maybe doing some videos or running errands, just kind of a normal typical day for me. I have to be honest with you, this is going to be slightly skewed from my actual day in my life routine because my kids are not here this morning. One of them is at camp and the other one is at my mom's house today. So my normal morning routine is actually a little bit interrupted with putting waffles in toasters, packing lunches, packing backpacks. So I kind of do all of these steps like here and there with interruptions, but I have a little bit of a luxury this morning and I'm able to do it with no interruptions. So I thought I would take full advantage of that and do this. I do want to mention this video is sponsored by Native Deodorant. You guys know that I love Native Deodorant. I've been talking about it for probably about a year on my channels when I discovered it about a year ago from a friend of mine in the neighborhood. And I talked about them in my last favorites video, and it was very odd. Like that day that I uploaded that video, I was reached out to by Native to do a collaboration, and I thought, well, man, I just talked about you in my favorites video. And so I wanted to find some way to incorporate a fun video into my channel and also talk to you about the product. And I thought this would be a more fun and entertaining video than just like talking about deodorant for 5 minutes. So that's what we are gonna do. So thank you so much, Native, for sponsoring this video. It is so cool when I get to work with brands that I have been already promoting and loving and sharing with you all. So big thanks to them. Okay, so this is really what I look like in the morning. I look like a hot mess. My hair looks like this. I just look like a hot mess. You know, I washed my hair yesterday. I'm not gonna rewash it today. So I'm gonna kind of show you how I freshen up day-old hair. I've already brushed my teeth. I've got my coffee here. We are just gonna put on a little bit of makeup and get ready for the day. So when I get out of the shower, I always immediately put body lotion on my skin before it has too much time to dry out. I apply my deodorant and I use the Native deodorant. I was on the hunt for natural deodorant about a year and a half ago. You know, I just got a little concerned with using deodorants with aluminum in them, and I was trying different natural deodorants, and I think I tried like 3 or 4 and was growing frustrated because they were not helping me at all. I was still very smelly, and I was like, okay, this is not gonna work. And I tried one deodorant by a local salon here that I really liked, but it came in a tub, and so I'd have to stick my fingers in there and rub it underneath my arms. And then a friend of mine told me about Native, and it comes in a stick. I use the coconut and vanilla fragrance. It's my favorite fragrance. So they sent me a box of minis. So they have these mini size deodorants, which are great for gym bags or for your purse. And in the box, I got several other scents. I got the unscented, I got the eucalyptus mint, I got the lavender rose, and then I got another one, which I think actually is in my gym bag. I really like the lavender rose. It has a pretty strong lavender smell. I like the eucalyptus mint too. It smells more, to me, it smells a little bit more minty than you smell the eucalyptus, and then the unscented is just, you know, unscented. There is one actually that my husband, let me grab that one. And then the citrus and herbal musk, I think definitely smells more masculine. When I smelled this, it reminded me of the deodorant that my husband uses. So I'm gonna let him try this out and see how this works for him. But I stick with the coconut vanilla for me, even though I like the other scents. What I have found with other deodorants that I've used in the past, and keep in mind, not Native, but other deodorants and antiperspirants that had a strong scent, when I would perspire, sometimes my natural like scent would mix with the fragrance and it would just, I don't know, like I just didn't, I like a lighter, very lighter, subtle scent, and the coconut vanilla is very light and very subtle. So if you're not familiar with natural deodorant, this is free of aluminum. This is also free of parabens. It is also free of talc. Since it doesn't contain aluminum, it's not gonna stain your clothes like some other deodorants have. I don't know what it was about like the last couple of years. I don't know if it's hormones or what, but I noticed like deodorants that I'd used in the past were no longer working for me. So it does protect against odor and wetness. I'll be honest, sometimes I still sweat with it, but it doesn't smell at all. And I don't know, are you guys like this? Like in the past, I'd find deodorants that were like clinical strength or antiperspirants that were clinical strength, and they had this really strong smell, and I'd put them on, and then I would start to like perspire or sweat, and then I would just smell that fragrance even stronger, and then I would get nervous that I smelled bad, and then I felt like it was just like this cycle where I just like would sweat more because I was nervous that I was sweating, and then it was just like, you know? And this, like honestly, since the day that I started using this a year ago, I have never questioned, do I smell bad? So that's good. So one thing you should know about this is less is more. You're really only supposed to do like 2 swipes of this on your skin. You're not supposed to like pile it on. You don't want a really thick, heavy layer. They say to give 2 weeks for your body to kind of get out all the toxins that might be from your products that you were using before there. So if you use it the first couple of days or first week and you're not quite sure how it's working, give it some time. Give your body some time to kind of detox what you were currently using. And, you know, I would say give it at least 2 to 3 weeks. But yeah, so I use the coconut vanilla. So I put my deodorant on and then I move into skincare. So I try and apply my moisturizer pretty quickly after I get out of the shower because my skin does tend to feel pretty dry after a few minutes of getting out of the shower and kind of drying it off. And I am using the La Retro Whip by Drunk Elephant. I really like this moisturizer a lot. The first time I bought it, I loved it, but it did kind of feel a little bit heavy. So I switched to their Proteiny version, which a viewer recommended that I try if I thought this was too heavy, but I didn't quite like that. I felt like that didn't give me enough moisture. So what I've done is I just went back to the La Retro Whip. I think it really does a great job of hydrating my skin. My skin looks great. My foundation looks great after I've applied it. So I'm gonna stick with this. I do like really work it into the skin. And I give it a few minutes to set in. At this point, I might brush my teeth. I've already done that, but I might brush my teeth or just do something to give it a couple of minutes. And after that has set into the skin, I use my SPF. So currently for SPF, I'm using the Tint SPF by Drunk Elephant. You can see that I am almost done with this. I heard that they reformulated it though. So this one has quite a bit of shimmer, and I was told that they reformulated it so it doesn't have as much shimmer, which is a nice thing. It does make the skin look really pretty though. You do have to be careful though, because I have noticed sometimes it interferes with certain foundations. So my tip with this is just really work it into the skin. Something's beeping. What's beeping? We have an irrigation guy outside and I hear some beeping, like some type of alarm. Maybe I should check that. Okay, so it was my wine fridge that was beeping. It's odd, it's like noon, 11:30. I don't know who opened the wine fridge today, but it was not me. Promise. Okay, so after I've applied the sunscreen, I go in and apply my Color Science Total Eye 3-in-1. I love this product, you guys. I'm probably almost out of it. So I apply this first, and sometimes I put concealer on top of it, and sometimes I just use this as my concealer. It kind of depends on the day, and I really don't even know when I apply it first. I kind of just apply it and then see what I need. Some days I need more, some days I don't. So I do take this kind of up here to my brow bone a little bit. Okay. And then I use a beauty blender to kind of blend that into the skin. I do this step before I do my foundation. I want all those skincare products to have time to really absorb into my skin. That product just makes you look awake. Makes you look like you've slept even if you haven't. I am not sleeping well these days. It's really bad. Okay, for foundation, I'm using the Face Atelier Ultra Skin Foundation. On days like today where I don't have much going on, I'm gonna go get my daughter after this, and we'll go to Target. We have to go to H-E-B. We might join our cousins for dinner later tonight, but really low key today. I like to use either something like this or the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, something that just evens everything out but doesn't look heavy at all, doesn't feel heavy at all, just looks like my skin but better. And I'm using a beauty blender just to work this into the skin. This is a really pretty sheer to medium-ish coverage. You can get medium coverage if you build it a little bit. I don't think that you're gonna get full coverage out of this. At least that's my opinion. I don't really get full coverage out of this. But that's not what I want today. I want just pretty healthy looking skin that doesn't look too made up. And I have the shade 6. Go around my nose. Do you see how that just evens everything out but doesn't look heavy at all? I mean, you can still see my skin through it. It doesn't cover everything. I can still see a little bit of pinkness here, but that's okay. That's what I want. I don't want to look like I have a lot of makeup on today. Next, I'm going to apply my brows, and I'm using the Brow Definer by Anastasia Beverly Hills in medium dark. I'm starting to notice that my microblading is starting to wear off a little bit, so I'm having to really go in and just perfect it with the brow definer. And I've been getting a lot of questions on microblading lately, so for an update, I got mine in August, and now it's pretty much April. I feel like I could go another couple of months before I get a touch-up, but I also don't care for them like I should. Like I still use like exfoliants and kind of scrub my brows. I still use products with oil. I don't know, when I get a beauty service like that, even my lashes, people will say, oh, but you can't do this, you're not supposed to do that. And I'm like, you know what? I still do it. Yes, it probably makes it wear off quicker, but I can't like completely change my everyday products that I use in my routine because I decided to get, you know, microblading done. Does that make sense? So I will fully take the blame for them wearing off a little earlier than they probably could have lasted longer. Does that make sense? All right, we're done with that. On days that I'm doing makeup like this, I'm really not a perfectionist. It's basically just like, make yourself look alive. That's the goal. Okay, next I'm going to set this foundation. I'm gonna use the Danessa Myricks Loose Setting Powder. This is one of my favorite setting powders. It's really lightweight and it kind of blurs out little like texture or pores in the center of the face for me. I really like it. And I think it's light enough to where you could use it underneath your eyes. So sometimes when I'm in a hurry, I'll just use this and I won't grab the Laura Mercier, but I think the Laura Mercier is more ideal for under the eyes, but this one will work. And I'm literally using this big gigantic brush for under my eyes. I'm telling you guys, this is kind of my day-to-day. Like, isn't that funny? I'm a beauty YouTuber and my day-to-day routine is using this underneath my eyes. I mean, isn't that funny? No, I'm kidding. I really do grab my brush, but it's way over there and I'm way over here, so we're gonna use this. For my bronzer, I'm using the Becca Capri Coast Bronzer. I'm enjoying this one a lot. It's kind of a mix, I feel like, between Physicians Formula and my Hourglass. It's a little warmer than the Physicians Formula, but it kind of does remind me of it. Okay, and I just like to warm up my hairline a little bit, just give my face some color. For blush, I'm gonna put on this Milani Luminoso. This is kind of a blush I grab and go to on days where I am not doing any eye makeup, which I'm not gonna do today. One of the benefits of having lashes is that you don't have to do eye makeup every day. Okay, I am gonna put a tiny bit of eyeliner after I just told you I wasn't gonna do any eye makeup. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my lower lash line. I'm using the Urban Decay pencil in Stash. It's kind of like this mossy olive green. And I'm just giving my lower lash line a little bit of definition. I have really thin, short lashes, especially on the lower lash line. For lower lash mascara, I'm using the Chanel Le Volume. This makeup is nothing special, you guys. I hope you're not too disappointed, but this is really kind of my life. This is how my makeup looks on normal average days. All right, and then I just combed them with a mascara wand, my lash extensions, that is. For lips, I'm gonna just throw on some lipstick, no lip liner, no gloss. I'm using In Spades by Sigma. Ugh, I love this color so much. It is so beautiful. Okay. Oops, I got a little mascara underneath there, lovely. Okay, I just came back. I'm putting my jewelry on right now because I feel naked without earrings on and my wedding ring. Okay. All right, so for my hair. So this is usually what my hair looks like when I'm walking around my house. It looks like a hot mess. I don't like to put it in a ponytail when I'm at home because it leaves a crimp in my hair. And unless I use one of those types of hair ties like this, this is one of my daughter. These won't put a crimp in your hair, but the other ones do. So I usually don't have my hair in a ponytail. So I pull my hair down and this is what it looks like. It looks like a wild mane. So I just washed and dried it yesterday, so it still has some good volume, I think, to it, but it definitely has like this little bit of a crimp here because I did go running and I had a ponytail in my hair. So what I do is I just kind of section my hair off in big sections and I run over it with a flat iron just to smooth everything out. The flat iron that I've been using is the Harry Josh Pro Tools. The DRUGSTORE sent me this Harry Josh set, not this past Christmas, but the one before, 2016. And so I've just continued to use those tools. I use the dryer, I use the flat iron. I rarely curl my hair, but when I do, that's what I use. And you can see that I just pass over my hair real quickly. I like this really wide tooth comb because it kind of works really well instead of using my hand or instead of using a big paddle brush. You can see I just take big sections and just run over it really fast. I don't take a lot of time. Now, if my hair needed it, I would, but really what I'm trying to do right now is just eliminate any big crimp that I might have and smooth it out a tiny bit because I did go running outside this morning, so there's a little bit of humidity in my hair from outside and also from sweat, yuck. So I'll just go over it all, really concentrating more kind of at the front of my hair. Go here to the back. I mean, I'm just taking big chunks, you guys. Nothing, this shouldn't even take you 5 minutes. I mean, it's really fast. I really concentrate too here in the front of my hair because that's where my hairs get a little frizzy and kind of wild. You can see, am I still in frame? I feel like I'm kind of not in frame right now. Let me look at this camera. Is that better? So yesterday when I blow dried it, I used a round brush and I really worked on like getting, you know, this whole thing going on. So I'm just trying to get that back with this flat iron. Then if my hair seems oily at the root, which it does a little bit, it still feels a little bit oily, I'll use a dry shampoo. Okay, so what I found was this Full Dry Volume Blast by Living Proof. And I like this comb because again, I can just kind of lift up the root and spray it. Let that kind of settle in and then kind of work my part. I like to part where you can't see the gray hairs coming in. Oh, is there a pill or something I can take to prevent that from happening? I'm starting to get white hairs and it's driving me nuts. And the last product that I use on my hair, if I feel like I need it today, I think I could use a little bit, is the Orbe Shine Spray, but I'm really gonna concentrate it on the lower half of my hair, not on the upper half, because I try and get as many days out of my hair as I can, so I try not to put a lot of like oily or shiny products there. But this is the Light Reflecting Shine Spray by Orbe. I've talked about this in several videos. I love it, and I love the smell. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so I just spray the lower half of my hair, run my fingers, and I'm ready to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you can look at the makeup, it's really nothing special. It looks almost like I have not much makeup on. Really, I think the lip color is just what stands out, but very simple, easy, quick out the door. This video is obviously gonna be a lot longer than it would actually take you to do this because I'm talking and explaining and getting distracted by open wine fridges. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, Native, for sponsoring this video. I'm gonna leave a link to Native down below. If you are looking for a natural deodorant, you guys, definitely check them out. They are fantastic. I probably have tried about 5 or 6 over the last year and a half, and they are by far the best. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope y'all have a fantastic, fantastic day. Also, I want to mention, and I might already have gone live by the time this video goes up, but if I haven't done a live stream, I'm putting it out there right now so I hold myself accountable and you guys force me to do it. I want to start doing live stream content on my channel. For some reason it terrifies me, but I think it would really be fun if I can just take that little leap and do it. Be fun to connect with you guys. So if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, let me know in the comment section below. If I do it, I think I would like to commit to like a regular thing. So maybe every week or every 2 weeks, and just have it the same day and time so you guys know when you can tune in and we can just kind of chat. So, all right, you guys, I hope you have a fantastic Easter weekend. By the time this goes up, it's gonna be after Easter, so I'm not quite sure why I said that, but today is Good Friday. All right, you guys, I'm done rambling. Have a fantastic day. I love you guys. Bye.